What up, bitch?
Oh my god!
It's me. How you doing? We're gonna be talking about this bitch being on HRT for 4 months and me talking about it. And you're gonna deal with it, cause fuck you. Hi, it's me. I wanted to make a video talking about, you know, me being on HRT and stuff, cause I never made like a video like announcing it or talking about it or anything, but that's what this video is. If you're watching it, that means it got uploaded, and I just want to make a video talking about it, what I've experienced, the changes I've noticed, things like that. So, and yes, this is an Airs from Final Fantasy VII like outfit I'm wearing, because why not? Because I like it. So yes, I've been on HRT for 4 months. Like I said, I haven't made like a video or anything, you know, talking about it up until right now. I don't know if I'm going to put this on the main channel yet or Naomi the Beanie Girl, which if you don't know what that is, it's my new gaming channel. And all future uploads on UltimateDSfan will be either plush videos, unboxings, or videos like this if it gets uploaded to that channel. Like trans related videos, I guess. So about my trans journey, you know, things like that. So I apologize if the audio sucks ass in this video. I was originally going to use my mic as well, but with this setup right now, it's no. So fuck it, we're just gonna wing it. So to talk about HRT, if you don't know what it is, it's hormone replacement therapy. Now, it's usually the physical transition process for trans people, whether you're female to male or like me, you're male to female, whether that's testosterone or estrogen. So with me, I have estrogen. And they're pills. That's the intake method I chose. It's 4 milligrams daily, which is a pretty good dosage. I have seen or I've heard horror stories of people waiting like years, like 5+ years, for them to be on like a waiting list for HRT, and then you have to go to multiple different people to kind of go through that entire process. Like you have to go to one person, it's like, oh, go to this person, and just to get like approved for it, it's so stupid. So thankfully I didn't have to do any of that, but I'll talk about that later. So yes, I'm on 4 milligrams daily of estrogen. I've been doing it for 4 months so far, as of when I'm recording this, at least, because God knows I'm terrible about, you know, getting shit done on time. So, you know, it could be a year from now you're seeing this, but whatever. It be like that sometimes, because I fucking suck, okay, Jesus. Okay, so to talk about estrogen changes I've noticed so far, 4 months into it, there have been a decent amount of changes. The biggest thing I have noticed so far, I don't want to get into like, you know, like TMI territory or anything like that, but I will say the biggest thing I have noticed is, like, you know, lack of a better word, chest size changes, growth, you know, probably understand what I'm trying to say, boobies, you know. So there's that. If you're wondering what that feels like, if you've never, you know, taken estrogen, it's painful actually. I wasn't exactly sure how it would feel with them, you know, coming in, but it's painful. And it's very like sensitive in like this area now. So it's very, very sensitive. There have been times where I've like brushed my arm past my chest area. I'm like, ooh, whoa. And it like takes me by surprise, because it's like, it's so fucking sensitive now. It's like, whoa. Like, oh, you know, like, damn. So very sensitive. So yeah, that's definitely the biggest change I've noticed so far. I apologize if my voice is still a little inconsistent. I have been practicing voice training too. Hello everyone. Holy fuck. Okay, where do I even start with this? Okay. So, I know a lot of you guys have probably been wondering what the fuck's been going on, and I will answer all those questions. Maybe not in this video, but in the future, it will come, okay? Just give it time. Hello, everyone. Holy fuck. Okay, where do I where do I even start with this? Okay, so I know a lot of you guys have probably been wondering what the fuck's been going on, and I've already answered those questions. If you're wondering, I'm still currently where currently have been at. I'm still where I'm at currently. If you're wondering, I'm staying in my own apartment and not in that often environment I used to be in. So there also is I've been trying to learn how to project my femme voice, because a habit a lot of trans femmes tend to fall into is they talk very soft and it's very quiet, but you have to project. You have to project. Like, I just want my cheese. I just want my cheese, you know? So that's like a vocal training sim I have for vocal training and shit for some reason from the fucking Smiling Friends, whatever. Anyways, in the classic heat from fire, fire from heat, you know, all trans femmes know what that is. But anyways, boobies, right? So they've been coming in. It's very sensitive around the area. A lot of, I mean, the pain isn't like overwhelmingly horrible or anything like that. It's just like, it is very noticeable. I will say, definitely. My fucking hair. I look like shit. Okay, I'm sorry. I know a lot of you probably watching this be like, you don't look like shit. You know, self-doubt. Okay, listen. But anyways, what was I talking about? Okay, yeah. So that's the biggest change, for sure. And another big change I've noticed is like softer skin. So like my skin everywhere just feels softer. And I wasn't sure how long it would take for me to notice softer skin, but like it is so fucking nice. I will say it is so fucking nice. It is incredible, especially when you're like completely shaved too. And you know, you utilize like lotion really well after you shave and stuff. It's just fantastic, dude. Like, I always shave my arms. I know there's a lot of people out there like, you don't have to shave your arms, it's a waste of time. But like, if you're my fucking hair. If you're a trans femme like me, and you know that arm hair can cause dysphoria, it does matter. So don't fucking listen to those people. Because to me personally, it will bother the shit out of me if I don't do something about it. So, but again, that's just me though. It's different for everyone. But for me personally, it's great. And with the softer skin as well, like, it is so fucking nice. Sometimes I will literally just do this for a bit. I'm like, oh, it's so soft now. My skin is so soft now. It's crazy. So I can't wait for my hands to get smaller too. I mean, generally speaking, I've always had pretty small hands, even when I was like, you know, like a tomboy and all that back in the day, when I was in my egg phase, you know, and then I was in my cross-dressing phase, you know. So actually it was cross-dressing, then egg, then trans woman, and here we are. So, but yeah, so softer skin is another big one, I will say. So another huge change I've noticed with me personally is emotional clarity. Now, what do I mean by this? Well, what I mean is that everything, I'm not sure exactly how to explain this other than vibes and feelings and shit, you know. So I don't really know how to explain this properly, but like you feel as though everything like pre-HRT in your life feels so like foggy and like unclear, you know. it could be literally anything. It could be something big or small or just how your life's going in general. It can just be kind of just everything. Everything feels so blurry about and foggy about who you are as a person. You feel as though you're not really like connected to your own body. You feel as though you're just kind of watching someone else live your life in kind of a third person kind of way. And you're just kind of like stuck inside and you don't really know what to do. Anyways, but yeah, you get my point. So in like everything like during HRT or like post HRT, sorry. But yeah, everything like everything like during or post HRT like feels so much like clear, right? Everything is like crystal clear. Everything like makes more sense to me now, and I don't know how to explain it unless you just know, right? Unless you just know, but it's like everything just feels so much clearer. Colors feel brighter. Things feel nicer. Stuff just makes more sense. You feel like you're here right now in this very moment. No one else is playing your life for you. I don't really know how to explain it other than like feelings and shit, you know? But like, that's the best way I can explain it. Emotional clarity. You feel as though you're here in the now with us instead of, you know, having someone else play your life for you and you're just stuck, trapped inside. You don't know how to get out. You know. So that's the best way I can explain it. Emotional clarity. You feel as though everything makes sense and nothing feels foggy or uncertain anymore. So, like you're more in tune with yourself now than you've ever been. Another thing I will say though is that my hormones have been fucking nuts. They are just, we'll get to that. My emotions and my hormones have been crazy. So, there have been just times, I don't really know how to explain this either, but there have been times where it's like, I'll just fucking break down crying out of nowhere for no reason at all. And I'm just like, super confused why this is happening, what's going on. You know, like I've done that like pre-HRT before, but very rarely, right? But like, wow, like even like the first day I got HRT, right? Even before I took anything, I was super emotional. I cried for hours, in hours, like I was a wreck, okay? And the reason for that is because I waited so long for this moment, and that I'm finally here, and we're doing this. All the bullshit, all the trauma I went through was not in vain. It was for something. It was for me to be happy. You know what I mean? And that kind of thought really fucked with me. And I cried for hours. It was for so long. And yeah, like literally hours. During the time I've been on HRT, I have been very, very, very emotional. Like I've been crying a lot more than I have been pre-HRT. Because like pre-HRT I would cry like every once in a while. And even then I thought I cried a lot. But I didn't really understand that like, no I didn't, honestly. Because, you know, post-HRT or like now, up until now I guess, post-HRT, like I've cried so much. And there have been times where like I mentioned earlier, I would just cry for no reason, like out of nowhere. It really confused me until I realized the reason. And I think I know what the reason is. The reason, I think, is because I shouldn't say so much, right? But the trauma I have, most of it's kind of like pent up, you know, for the most part. And I mean, I'm sure we all have like pent up trauma and stuff, but like with HRT, with the emotional clarity thing, with like coming to terms with a lot of emotional stuff and you being super emotional and your hormones, there have been times where I've just cried my eyes out of nowhere. And I think the reason is it's like it's pent up emotions and trauma from my entire life up until that point. Up until that point, I was on HRT. So that's a wide, that's a long time, right? So I think that's what it is. I think it's just pent up emotions and trauma of things I've been through in my life. And you know, I don't want to make it like a sob story or anything like that, because when I talk about things I've been through, I don't want to come across as like, oh, pity me, you know, feel bad for me. I don't want to come across like that at all, okay? I don't want to be that person. But, you know, I've been through some shit. I'm sure you have too. My journey to get to this point has been a very long and arduous one, to say the least. Like, ever since I was a kid, I would say I always felt something was off. Like, I didn't know exactly what it was, but something didn't quite add up. And every explanation I ever heard from anyone didn't make any sense. Or I felt it didn't apply to me at all. You know? Like, when I was a kid, I assumed I felt this way. You know? Like, I felt as though I wasn't one of the bros, one of the boys, you know? I always assumed it was because of the fact I liked dudes. So therefore, I thought naturally I was a little bit more feminine. So I assumed, well, that's it, case closed, right? Well, I don't know. Because, like, the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I don't think that's it. I feel as though there's more to it than this, but I'm just not sure what it is right now. And I won't discover what that is until a very long time into the future. So, around the time I first started seriously questioning my gender, was, I want to say it was my first relationship I got into. So, let's say around 2016, 2017. And I knew I was a trans woman probably around 2019. And it was like 100% certain around like 2020, I want to say. And, you know, I felt so trapped and alone. I didn't know what to do. Because, like, what could I do? Because I was in a relationship with someone already that I knew she probably wouldn't react to it very well if I try to discuss these things with her, because I knew that's not what she signed up for. I still lived with my emotionally abusive stepdad, that he is no longer in my life anymore, thankfully. I still lived with him, so that was also a big roadblock. I felt as though no one around me would understand or get it, or I don't know. I felt so alone and trapped. I didn't know what to do. So I want to say until I would even argue, honestly, I would argue my entire life till when I came out. Like, honestly, deadass, it's just when I was a kid, I didn't know what trans people were. I had no exposure. I barely had exposure to any queer culture at all when I was a kid. You have to keep in mind that, like, I grew up in the South in America, in like very rural areas where, like, gay people even weren't really very common at all. So it's like, and when queer people like were discussed, it was always in very derogatory kind of ways. And I felt so surrounded at all times. And with how my childhood went, from my school life to my home life, it was just, with me questioning my sexuality when I was a kid, to me knowing I wasn't straight, to the way my family treated me for that, to how I was relentlessly bullied at school. I had a shitty home life and I had a shitty school life. And I felt as though no one understood me. And then you add on top of this another layer of just like me not knowing who I was. I felt so disconnected from myself. I didn't care what I looked like, what I wore. I just did not care. I didn't even care if I existed or if I died. I wouldn't care. And I just wanted it to stop. I just wanted it to end. And I was so fucking alone. And it was, yeah, I was so alone. So I want to say, my entire life up until when I came out was like, all of it was dark. I mean, not all of it, but yeah. I look back on all that with just like, ugh, you know, ugh. And when I was in my first relationship, that was when I got the gears like turning in my head, because she would like sometimes say things like, oh, I want you to be the guy relationship and me be the girl. And at the time I was like, okay, fine, that's okay. You know, whatever. You know, why should I care, right? But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, you know, it really makes me upset. But I don't know why that makes me upset. Is there something wrong with me? And then I started thinking more about like, wait a second, I've always kind of been like this. I've always been uncomfortable in male restrooms. I've always had a hard time connecting to guys, being friends with them. Every time I've tried to fit myself in that box, that gender binary box of being a guy, being a boy, it just felt so uncomfortable and wrong. And I started thinking about all this more and more. And yeah, my depression got worse, because it's like I felt even more alone, even though I was in a relationship with someone. So sometimes I look back and wonder if I should have told her, but I don't know. I don't think I should have, honestly, to be honest. I don't know. I don't think so, honestly. So, yeah. Just super fucking alone. It was really hard for just a long time. And after we broke up, that is the moment where I chose me first. For the very first time ever in my life. It feels like I chose me. This girl right here. For the first time ever. And that's when I started experimenting with my clothing options. And just trying to be like, you know, buying girl clothes for the first time. I remember the first time I bought them, I was like, oh, my stepdad's gonna be pissed at me, but I don't give a fuck. Fuck him. So, I was correct by that, by the way. He was not very happy about it. And the emotional abuse got worse. So that's fun. That's awesome. He made me feel super great. Absolutely. So, the isolation continued. No surprise there. I'm just telling you my life story now. I'm sorry, I'm autistic as hell. I tend to overshare a lot. I apologize. Oh my god, the autistic T-girl dressed up as Aerith. I know, I'm sorry. I'm cringe. Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, the isolation continued. And then it got to a point where I would finally come out because my, at the time, stepdad was like, hey yo, fuck you, I don't like trans people, I'm kicking you out. I'm oversimplifying the fuck out of all this because there's way more to the story. I did explain it all in a trans 1 year later video that I really like, but it's also the most personal video I've ever made. It's really dark at some points too, so viewer discretion advised, but I explained everything that happened in that video. It's a really good video. I really like that video, but I cover some really heavy topics in it too, so just be warned for that. But yeah, so I'm kind of oversimplifying here, but yeah, it's basically what happened. In, you know, I moved out to a shared condo with friends of my mom, then I moved to an apartment with my mom, and then I moved to my own apartment, and here we are. And I got started at HRT on October 23rd, 2024. I would have done it sooner, but money, so that's why I didn't do it sooner. So, because with moving and all this other shit, and not being like financially stable. I mean, I still am not really financially stable, honestly. I'm trying, okay, your girl is trying, but in this economy, it's fucking difficult, especially in this world we live in where trans people are like fear-mongered and villainized. Ooh, the spooky pronouns lady's gonna kill you. You know, watch this. Ooh, I'm gonna kill you. So I was gonna talk about, go back to HRT for a second and talk about how I got HRT. So I know you can go through like Planned Parenthood, for example, and that's completely valid and fine. But I have also heard kind of like horror stories about like wait list, people waiting like literal years to get an HRT, and it's just like, I've waited long enough, please. Just give me the titty Skittles, please. You know what I'm saying? So, if you don't know, if you live in America, there is a app you can download. Well, it's a program. It's called Plume. And the app they use, I believe, is called Spruce. It's the app they use. But just look up Trans Plume and you'll find it. And you can pay a membership plan for Plume. And then basically you wait for a while until they can get you scheduled in and stuff. And then you do your first appointment. Actually, no, you have to get blood work done first. And then you can send them results. And then, you know, you do your appointment and stuff. And then they ask you a bunch of questions about your goals for transitioning and stuff. And then after talking for a while, they're like, okay, I just sent, you know, your estrogen to the pharmacy, you said, and you can pick it up today. I remember when my doctor said that to me, I was like, I'm sorry, like today, like right now? He was like, yeah. I'm just like, okay. Alrighty then. Now, granted, I would have done it a lot sooner if I could have, just for the record, because, again, money. Okay, so I wasn't really like financially stable, you know, all like my money was going towards bills, and granted, it still is, even more so now because of, you know, this. I have my own apartment and stuff. Shit's expensive, dog. And so yeah, I wish I would have done it sooner, but again, just money reasons, you know, it'd be like that sometimes. I'm moving constantly every single year. So I wish I would have done it sooner though, but money was always tight, but it's okay. So at least I'm on it now. And now that I am on HRT for 4 months, it's, you know, boobies, softer skin, emotional clarity. My emotions are crazy sometimes, and my hormones are crazy sometimes. So, and to talk about like hormones for a second, Sometimes I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm completely fine. You know, everything's Gucci, you know. And then all of a sudden I'm like, man, I'm super fucking hungry now. So then I eat like a bunch of fucking food, right? And then all of a sudden I'm like, damn, I'm really sad now. And then I'll just be like, life is meaningless. And then all of a sudden I'm like, wee. So, yeah, it just be going nuts sometimes. It's crazy. So yeah, that's basically it for the changes I've noticed with being on HRT for 4 months. At least so far, you know, obviously as time goes on, you know, there'll be more changes and stuff, and, you know, this area is gonna change and whatnot, and, you know, I do want to get a new haircut and cover up my massive fucking forehead. Do not watch this video in full screen because you'll be attacked by my forehead. And I would love to get like other like stuff done to me in terms of like skincare and like a new haircut and stuff. You know, I've always thought about like dyeing my hair, but I don't know what color I would do. I don't know. I thought about purple for the longest time. I don't know. I don't even know if they'll look good on me. I think brown's okay. You know, it's just like Aerith too. So, I don't know. I think brown curly hair with freckled skin, I mean, it's cute. I think I'm okay with that. But I definitely need like a haircut or something. I need to like cover this up. This is just way too much. If I cover this up, I think I would look way more feminine and better, because I mean, my hair is fine itself. I think I need to find like different like hair products so sometimes, because I'm not sure if I like what this mousse did to my fucking hair. Pisses me off, but whatever. Anyways, that's the video. I made a video about HRT and me being on it, so yeah. If I upload this to UltimateDSfan, I'm sure I'm gonna get transphobic comments or some shit. So to those people, fuck you, and you suck. So I'm still gonna be practicing voice training and stuff, obviously. I have been getting better at it. But problem is like I'm fucking horrible at being like consistent about it, you know? Sometimes I'll be like, oh, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? And then all of a sudden I sound like
Gary Mays. Hey, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
I mean, it's not like that low or anything like that, but I don't know, so it'll go like down here a little bit, like in this range, or even like in this range over here. I mean, that in and of itself isn't an issue, but keeping your voice lighter definitely does help. But yeah, I don't know. So yeah, that was a video about me being on HRT. If you have a problem about me making a video like this, fuck you, stupid. And I don't even know why you're here, honestly. Like, if you, like, I've been out for so long now. Like, I think everyone that had a problem with it has left. I mean, thankfully, right? But I'd be surprised, because sometimes I still get like weird ass like transphobic comments and stuff. I've literally had like people like make like YouTube short videos about it, be like, it's like, what the fuck? It's fucking stupid. I hate it. If I could just like get rid of my fucking stupid ass old username, and for it to be like completely erased away to time itself, that would be great. Because if I hear someone refer to me as UltimateDSman one more fucking time, I'm going to fucking lose it. I swear to God, I will delete this channel. But anyways, that was a video about HRT, me being on HRT for 4 months. So, and the changes I've noticed so far. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you have a problem with me being trans, I don't know why you're here, or why you're watching this video, why you watched all of this. I don't know what you're doing here. I've been out for years. Go away, please, if you have a problem with it. I'm so tired of these fuckers. But yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed the video. And yeah, trans people are cool. Trans rights are human rights. You all should watch the greatest film series of all time. The Saw movies. Bam. I got the Sawtism. Go watch the Saw films. I did my makeup and everything for this video, so you all better appreciate it, even though I look like crap probably, but whatever. I'm not trying to fish for compliments, I just have self-confidence issues. But yeah, that'll be the end of the video. And that's it. So I do want to make more content, like, you know, relating to the cotton candy country, you know. So because I don't know, I think I'm just in a unique position to where, like, I'm a known plush tuber that's trans and transition, so I think we can make some content out of it. So hope you all enjoyed the video. Go check out my gaming channel. I make some pretty cool stuff sometimes when I feel like it. Whenever I decide to upload, that is. That's also the place I stream. So when I do stream, at least every 7 months or so. So thank you all so much for watching. I might make a HRT update video or something. I don't know. But oh, also, if any of you fuckers have a problem with my voice getting lower, fuck you. I can do whatever I want. I can talk like this if I want to. Fuck you. Or I can talk like this. I can talk like this, like I'm Blue Pikmin. Oh my god. That's what he sounds like. I don't know why I gave him that voice. Oh my god. But yeah, if any of you fuckers have a problem with my voice deepening, fuck you. I'm being so antagonistic, I'm sorry. I'm just tired of this stupid fucking bullshit with my channel and all the transphobia on it. I'm so tired of it. Anyways, that's gonna be the end of the video, so I guess that's it.
Scary maze.
Who can it be now? Who can it be now? Who can it be now?